When a normal Porsche just doesn't cut it, you cut roof and get a Yellowbird.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video here at Machine Head Racing. Today we're going to be reviewing the spicy version of the RUF Yellowbird. The Group C Turbo RUF, or RUF CTR for short, also known as the Yellowbird, is a limited production high-performance sports car produced by the German automobile manufacturer RUF Automobile. Introducing the 1987 model year and based in the Porsche 911, the CTR featured an enlarged and highly tuned version of Porsche's 3.2-liter flat six, lightened body panels, an integrated roll cage, adding chassis stiffness, an addition to occupant safety, upgraded suspension and braking systems, a custom design transmission, and several unique trim pieces such as a polyurethane bumpers, not to mention its flashy colors. The car received its nickname Yellowbird during the testing done by Road and Track magazine when it was faced against Ferrari, Porsche, and Lamborghini. A specifically designed turbo system featuring large twin turbochargers and twin intercoolers were the main highlights of the modifications done to the engine, bringing out a total output to 463 horsepower. However, it was later confirmed by Alois Roof that these were the lowest numbers achieved during the dyno testing of the engine. The actual horsepower were closer to 650 or even 700 at higher boost and RPM, turning the Roof Yellowbird into the fastest car of the planet for 7 years until the McLaren F1 stole its crown in 1992 after its debut. If you don't think this is true, I invite you to just watch the Fascination RUF CTR video at the Nürburgring and let me know what you think. If you follow the Gran Turismo leaks for the future cars that are going to be released, you may be aware that the actual RUF Yellowbird is going to be included into Gran Turismo soon. But in the meantime, and until that happens, let's have fun with our own homemade version, let's say. So uh, the first thing that we need to do is to do the engine swap for the 959 engine in order to be able to reach the crazy amounts of horsepower that this car actually has, and also to be able to turbocharge the engine. We're going to start by installing sport soft tires, and for the suspension we're going to go with the fully customized version, and we're going to set the body height at 110 at the front and 120 in the back. For the anti-roll bars, we're going to set it to 10 at the front, 8 at the back. For the damping ratio during compression, we're going to go with 35 in the front and 30 in the back. And from the expansion, we're going to go with 45 in the front and 40 in the back. The natural frequency for this car is going to be 2.55 in the front and 2.45 in the back. And we're going to add a little bit of negative camber angle with 1.5 in the front and 2.5 in the back. Toe angle, we are just going to leave it stock. It's 0.3 in the back and 0 at the front. We're going to go with the fully customized differential, and we're going to set the initial torque to 30, the acceleration sensitivity to 15, and the braking sensitivity to 30. We're going to reduce the output of the engine, so we are going to install the ECU and lower it to 97, and also install the power restrictor and set it to 90. With this, we're going to be getting around 700 horsepower, which is exactly what we want. After that, we're going to add some ballast. So we will add 75 kilos of ballast all the way towards the front so that we can achieve a 44 to 56 weight distribution ratio. And this will weigh the car at around 2 2,500 pounds, which is exactly the weight of the real car. Following up with the transmission, we're going to go with a fully customizable one and set the top speed at 340 kilometers per hour. Now here comes the fun part where we add all of the horsepower. So turbocharger, we're going to go with the high RPM. Anti-lag system, I installed that as well and set it to strong. We're going to install a racing intercooler. Remember that this car was actually, it had two intercoolers in real life. Then when it comes to intake and exhaust, we're going to go with everything racing. So racing air filter, racing muffler, and racing exhaust manifold. We're going to go with the slotted discs. This car, I believe, that didn't have carbon fiber brakes. It was something that was not. This technology was not available at that time. So we will go with the slotted discs. We're going to install racing brake pads, and then we are going to install also racing clutch and flywheel. When it comes to the engine tuning and the bodywork, we're going to install absolutely all of the available options. So stroke up, engine balance tuning, polish ports, high lift camshaft, racing crankshaft as well, and all of the wear reduction options. And also we're going to increase the body rigidity. With this, we will end up with a very close to life reproduction of the RUF CTR Porsche. Alright, so here we are, back at the Nürburgring for our lap. If there were two words to describe this car, it would be definitely turbo lag. You will see that below 5,000 RPM, the car just is not able to push at all. But once you go over that limit, it really comes alive. But the problem is that it revs so fast, but so fast, that you almost don't have time to change gears. So it tries to kill you. It's really fun to drive, always at the limit. And so okay, here we are, negotiating the S's. A little bit of oversteer. Over the curve. And flat out as we head towards Good Blood. You will see me hitting the rev limiter quite sometimes because of this that I was just telling you before. After 5,000 RPM, it accelerates so fast that it doesn't give you time to switch gears. Using all the tarmac available to us here, flat out towards Schwedenkreuz. And here it's key to keep the car pinned to the left side and never lift in this corner, otherwise you're going to end up spinning out and crashing against the barrier. Out of Arenberg now, and heading at full speed towards the Vauxhall. Down to third gear. Now down to second, through Adenauer. Patience, 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 and when we're straight, we stop the accelerator. Lots of left foot braking, point the car in the correct direction and try to keep it under control. It is a little bit understeery from time to time, but you can basically make it turn with the accelerator. So whenever you need to turn, just stop the accelerator and the car will respond immediately. Through pit path, now miss hit miss, lots of understeer here. It was a miss. Let's see how we can go through the slowest corner of the whole circuit. As you can see, it's very understeery, but the car revs to the moon. It really pushed hard. It's hard to explain while watching the video here, talking, doing the voiceover. You really have to try it for yourselves. Up the hill now, lots of wheel spin. But of course, it is expected out of a 700 horsepower car. Going to Nürburgring now. Bastard of a corner. Always have to fight understeer here. As we head down the Kesselchen Strait. I'll let you hear the engine a little bit in this part. It's not even flat out. This car is so fast that you have to lift in all of these places. Down to 4th gear, the Courage corner, up to 5th. Using all the track and a little bit more even. Down to 2nd gear as we head down to the carousel. 3rd gear. Down to 2nd once again, keeping the car pinned to the lower part of the corner. And here you have to start accelerating in advance to load the turbo, fight the turbo lag, and make sure that it's already full before leaving the corner so that you don't lose too much time. Down to 3rd gear. Really have, as you can see, you really have to be patient, make sure that the front of the car is pointed correctly, and after that then you can stop the accelerator and, you know, wait for the turbo to do its job. Also known as the point and shoot style of driving. Left foot braking here, try to bring the nose of the car around the corner as we head towards YouTube corner. The apex nicely, using all the width of the track. Keeping it in 3rd gear here, fighting the understeer as we go up the hill. And as you can see, below 5,000 RPM, nothing happens. The engine really stalls, but after the turbo starts pulling out, that's when the fun begins. Heading now to the Stefan Belov S, upshift, keep the RPMs low so that we can control the car. Here we are doing like 200 kilometers per hour. Down to 3rd gear. Fighting the understeer, 2 wheels on the grass there. All over the curve as we head down to the mini carousel. Keeping the car to the left as much as possible. Left foot braking into this corner, 3rd gear. And now we prepare for the Nottingham Strait to reach maximum speed that this car has to offer. As I said in the introduction of the video, this was the fastest car in the world for 7 years straight. It was only after the McLaren F1 released to the market that the RUF Yellowbird was beaten. More than 350 kilometers per hour as we head to Tiergarten. Carrying all the speed over the curve down to 2nd gear, and now we prepare to go through the last corner. Flat out, keeping in 2nd gear as we go across the finish line. So let's see how we did. Alright, that was a 7 minute, 2 seconds, 0.37. This is exactly 1 minute less than what the original RUF CTR did in the Nürburgring in this time. I believe that this is mostly due to the tires. Probably we can redo this video, but using the Comfort Soft tires, which I believe that they are going to be representing more closely what the car did in real life. So this places us in the 8th position of the leaderboard, right between the Cooling Specials Ferrari 512 VV and right above the Walter Wolf Lamborghini Countach. All right, guys, that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and all that good stuff, to help with the algorithm and help me grow the channel. And I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye.